tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine runs fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG 3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to insight. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chime with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude.
Whoa! Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. You want a lot. You want a lot. That's why we got a lot. We got Hillbilly. We got KJ. We got Backwoods. We got Mugenful. We got everybody that you want. Right here.
What?
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 Yeah. Well, honestly, I was gonna go in that Spice Girl song, but I just did that not too long ago, so I didn't want to repeat myself. What's up, everybody?
Yeah,
I hate to kind of admit it, but I was a Spice Girls fan back in the 90s.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were one of the Spice Girls. I'm like, which one was that? Backwoods Spice?
No,
he was garlic spice.
Garlic
It wasn't so. It really wasn't so much their music. I have a feeling.
I only like them for the one song, to be honest.
We're waiting for the Spice Girls waifu card to come out, I guess.
No.
I mean, there was a PlayStation 1 Spice Girls game. Don't ask me how I know that.
I'm pretty sure with the way merchandising works with popular bands and IPs and stuff, does not surprise me. Does not surprise me one bit.
Yeah.
But anyways, how are you guys doing today? Hillbilly, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. And if we talking about this stuff, I used to watch She-Ra when I was a little kid.
She-Ra.
Hey, she was He-Man's twin sister. You know, you gotta respect She-Ra.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
when I was a kid, I thought she was hot.
Oh yeah,
Is
she
that
wasn't
the story?
Punky Brewster hot when I was a kid, but she was hot.
Is that the storyline with her as twin sister?
Yeah, twin sister separated at birth.
I did not know that. Honestly, I never watched She-Ra. I watched He-Man, and I watched the G.I. Joes. I watched the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
You know, heck, my friend tried introducing me to My Little Pony, and it just wouldn't click. I never was a brony.
Okay. To be fair, the old school My Little Pony cartoon was not that great.
No, take that back.
Really? Take that back.
Them's fighting words. Them's fighting words.
I just say the Twin Tins when Generation 4 was better.
But I used to watch the Care Bears, but I really loved watching the Gummy Bears. If you remember the Gummy Bears.
Oh,
yes.
Bouncing
here and there and everywhere.
That's right. You know better. And one show I never caught because it always started when I had to leave for school that I wanted to watch was Denver, the Last Dinosaur. That's right. He's my friend and a whole lot more, which I still don't understand because it was an 80s show.
Oh man, you're speaking to my nostalgic heart.
You're right. KJ, how are you doing this morning?
I am doing very well, ladies and gentlemen. I am doing very well today.
Ooh,
that's good to hear.
Yes, I'm doing very well. I'll tell you what, we got. I have a lot of things going on right now that's all of a sudden out of the middle of nowhere looking up, and hopefully awesome. I'll be able to say these things in the next couple of weeks. So look forward to some Cowboy Dance spoilers
Awesome.
Ah, boy, Dan spoilers. Woot woot. If you're not part of his Discord, if you can share your Discord invite, go to his Discord. He does
Sounds like some.
He's actually a content creator.
That sounds like some awesome sauce.
Awesome
sauce.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce is made of mustard, ketchup, and relish. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
That's just
You know
put
that.
on your hot dog. Backwoods, how you doing this morning?
I am doing good. It's technically my Friday as far as work is concerned.
Woo-woo.
I was gonna say though, I gotta quit having my first cup of coffee during the pre-show that we do. 'Cause we're 5 minutes in, and I'm down to the end of this cup.
Well, if you need to, you can go grab yourself another cup of coffee. We'll wait.
All righty.
All
That's the nice thing about being a cartoon character is nobody knows when you get up for more coffee.
That's true. That's true. But we all know cartoon characters. We've all seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's not a pretty sight. Anybody get that deep cut?
Oh yeah, great reference.
Well, framed Roger Rabbit. It's tortoise over here.
I only wanted to play a game of patty cake. DJ Dan. Beautiful. What's up? How are you doing?
Brains. I'm doing good. Apparently my brain's not working. I called DJ Dan instead of KJ Dan.
Well, see,
Technically,
the only reason why it's easy for me not to say DJ is because I know a rapper named KJ52. So I'm like, I know what that means.
Yep.
technically, KJ is a DJ.
Oh man.
So fair enough.
What is it? You know it's slurm in your coffee cup, KJ. That's a reference for Futurama.
Yeah.
Futurama.
And it's my coffee cup is filled daily by Slurms McKenzie himself.
Just love it. The little slug dude. I remember that.
Yeah. That
I
dressed up
remember
like
that whole
Willy
episode.
Wonka.
I remember that whole episode how they found out Slurm was made, and then Fry was disgusted but couldn't stop drinking it. That was hilarious. Well, I'm hoping you all have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for showing up and being awesome today. And thank you, everybody. Let's see who is in chat. We got Michael Superbacker. He's the one and only Superbacker. That's right. We got Cane Shaker. If you didn't know, he's the first subscriber.
Shake it.
That's right.
Shake it. Shake it.
Take that cane.
Shake the cane. Yeah, we got Twiddler. Twiddle me this.
Man.
How many twiddles does it take to get a money card?
Okay, I got one question. I got one question real quick. Twiddler, how are you doing? That's all. That's the only question I have.
That's a good question, Twiddler.
That's a complicated
How are you
question.
faring? Why does everything have to be so complicated? Twiddler. Okay, Manimon, hello.
I like Weird Al's parody of that song.
Yes.
That's right. Oh, right. Oh, I thought you just popped that in chat. All right, here we go. All right, everybody. I am sharing KJ's Discord link in chat. So if you're not a part of KJ's Discord, come join the Discord. Be awesome. Be amazing. Be part of the community. Grow this creep. Grow. I don't know what KJ would call his people other than the floating heads.
We're the heads. My peeps are the heads. So you all be good heads out there, okay? Be good heads. Don't be bad heads.
Yeah.
Don't be bad heads. Be good heads.
Yeah. Man, I can't make the joke I want to make, but
I know
This is a family show. This is a family show. Don't make me boot you.
No, don't boot me. All right.
I can't boot you. I don't have feet. I don't have feet.
He doesn't
You
have
always
feet.
psychically throw a
You
boot
can
at him.
headbutt me, I guess. Right.
Risk breaking my jar? I don't think so.
Use your psychic.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. So many creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Oh no!
There you are,
Oh
Hillbilly.
no! Oh no! Do you guys see this? Do you see that? Look at
Yeah,
that.
I see that.
He's trying to break my monitor. I'm kidding. You're a handsome fella. Oh man. So we are in the second part of the show, getting our butts kicked. You know what that means? It is time for a butt kicking time with, and trust me, there's gravity to what I'm saying. Butt kicking time with, what's the first segment of the day, Hillbilly?
That is the
Card of the day.
Woo-hoo! This is the card of the day, everybody.
okay.
I'll give you guys 20 points if you can tell me what this card does.
It goes on the battlefield.
It goes on the battlefield. This is a legitimate Magic card, everybody.
Oh,
It's a Texas card.
Okay, I know this one because I watch Naruto. That means that you have the ability to waterbend.
Yeah, probably. Right? Well, so the card of the day is Cryptic Command. It costs 1 generic and 3 blue. And it says choose 2. Counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand, tap all creatures your opponents control, and draw a card. You can choose 2 of those 4 options. Right? So now imagine you're kind of a noobish player and you're supposed to remember all that with this. Yeah. Imagine try to figure out your memory with this card with all those options, right? This is a legitimate Magic card Wizards meld to people.
Wow.
Right?
I would look at this as just an art card.
Oh, I seen a commander deck that's all text list using cards like this one, just to annoy the opponent.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I bet it'd work great on Arena and some program like that. But in real life, it gets difficult when your program is memory.
Yeah,
because there's more cards with a lot of text that are textless out there. So
you can use a phone to look it up.
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast used to have this program with the DCI points system that they had that they would mail you cards, as for playing the game and being active with the game. They'd mail you cards. This is one of them. This was a textless version that was completely legal to play in standard of a card with text like that.
Jeez,
this card falls into one of the 2 groups of cards that I absolutely don't like. No text and too much text.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right? Exactly. Woo-hoo.
too much text. What are we doing?
I agree, but I do like the abilities of the card. I like what the card does.
Yeah, it is a good card.
Oh no!
The fact you can choose 2.
You are trapped. You're officially a member of the creep. Ooh. Those are some big words. Big words. Meaning you're part of the channel.
It's definitely a typical blue card.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this used to be a powerhouse back in the day. Yeah, this used to be a powerhouse card back in the day. Today's standards, it's kind of minute. It's not as powerful. Still has weight to it, but it's not as strong as it used to be. This used to be a major threat contender in standard, and people would play it in Commander when it was fresh and brand new. This card was OP, but now in today's standard, people read it. They're like, well, it's okay compared to what we got now. I mean, the gate can cancel this.
Yep.
The textless version is meant for collecting. It is close to the modern day reserve list card. They will not do this again. You say that, then they made a textless version of a full text Omnath.
Yep.
I can't. I'm not in charge. All right. Well, I was scouring the internet and I saw a picture of Hillbilly when he drank too much moonshine. This is definitely not the first time we've seen this picture here, but when I thought of Hillbilly, it made me laugh even more. Like, is that what Hillbilly looks like if he was shaved?
The world may never know.
The world may never know. But hey, there you go. Then we got Silence, human. This is coffee time, not talkie time. That's how I feel in the morning when I'm getting my first cup of coffee. I'm like, no words to be spoken. The silence is the best.
Says the guy who hosts the show about a morning coffee.
Hey, I don't wake up perfect. I just look like this. All right. Then you won't crash after drinking coffee if you never stop drinking coffee. Look at that. Facts.
Me after I chug 10 Red Bulls.
Oh man, like yes, man.
Yeah.
But this next picture I got just for KJ. I'm like, this is a KJ thing right here. When you order a strong coffee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at the
That's exactly how I looked like before I lost my body. You know, before I was a head in a jar, that's exactly what I look like.
Right? You probably look like a Bane from Batman, the Batman series, you know, big buff and pumped full of coffee and stuff. And, you know, people were scared of you. But when you lost your head and your body was lost to the world and your head was recovered and they put you in a jar systemically keeping you alive so you can keep historical facts. Yeah.
We are here to get Gotham. I don't remember the line. I don't. That wasn't my Batman generation.
There's a lot
Give
of
me Adam
backstory
West.
to you.
Yeah.
Adam West. Whoop, whoop.
That's definitely
Adam West was a
Neil.
fun Batman series.
That's an ancient.
You know what Adam West Batman. You know what Adam West Batman had that no other Batman had?
What's that?
Shark repellent.
Yes, 'tis true.
Yeah,
I prefer the Bat credit card.
Yeah, from the 1989 Batman Bruce Keaton Batman commercial for Bank of America. I remember that.
Yeah,
right. But in the
it was not. No, it was not the Keaton. It was not the Keaton Batman. It was Richard Gere, and he had the American Express card. Yeah, it was that's right.
Like I remember the
Richard Gere.
It was either
Kilmer. Sorry, Mana corrected us yet again. Thank you, Mana, for being our fact checker.
Yeah, so I was right. Here I am being right. You guys can hear me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we can.
All right. Here I am being right about Kilmer. I'm trying to remember the movie when Batman pulls out the card in the film, and it's like a fancy credit card. It says the back card. I never leave the cave without it.
Yeah,
which was
right.
ridiculous.
That's right.
That's right, because they were fighting over Batman and Robin were fighting over poison ivy.
All right, so forgive me for thinking that Adam West is the only Batman.
Well,
West.
Adam West is Batman. No, nothing to it. The only other good Batman that came out of him was Michael Keaton. Then we got Christian Bale, who did a completely badass version of Batman. Then we got Glittery Batman.
Let's not forget about Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, KJ.
Kevin Conroy did a live-action version of Batman, of Bruce Wayne Batman in the Batwoman series. In the Batwoman series, it was an alternate universe. Kevin Conroy made an appearance as Bruce Wayne Batman.
I did not know that. Kevin Conroy, God rest his soul and rest in peace. Yeah. He was an amazing voice artist for Batman. He did the Batman animated series. That guy was a legend.
Yeah.
You know?
So is his Joker, Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill did one of the best renditions of the Joker.
Mark Hamill did the longest run than any other actor playing the Joker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And really on multiple series too. Multiple series.
I was a full-blown adult when I realized it was Mark Hamill who did the Joker's Batman voice. I did not know. And he's done multiple multiple Joker voices in different series too, which is
like crazy.
One of my favorite video games.
Yep.
Yeah, Lego DC villains too. He was the Joker on that.
So,
Mr. Freeze.
So it won't surprise me if we ever see the Joker in Star Wars.
Yep. My favorite villain was Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze had a really good story arc in the animated series.
In
fact, until the animated series, he didn't have a serious story arc.
Oh yeah,
so
even in the comic books, Mr. Freeze is until the animated series. Mr. Freeze was kind of just like a throwaway character until the animated series came out. You know,
in fact, they actually made a movie off the animated series featuring Mr. Freeze as the main villain. I remember that movie; it was pretty solid.
We need another movie that gives lesser known villains like the Eraser more popularity.
What is it? The Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, they introduced the Polka Dot Man, who's a throwaway villain. They made really good for that show.
Yeah, Spot. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Spot.
Right. He was a good throwaway villain in the comic books as well, but they didn't use him that much. You know, I feel like when you have a good throwaway villain, the only reason why they're a throwaway villain is because it takes some time. It's like, okay, here's an interesting character, but I don't know what to do with him. And these characters that we call our throwaway characters, pretty much either the company that they don't know how to write a story about them. They don't know how to take it one step further. That's why the DC villains, you always have the main DC villains are characters that are kind of loosely based off of other IPs, like Mad Hatter. He was based off another IP, and they ran with them. You know, I'm just saying.
You're right.
The Polka Dot Man was in a movie with Harley Quinn.
Oh, you're thinking of the Polka Dot Man. That was a different Polka Dot Man from DC's universe. That was another throwaway character in the DC universe.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because there was a lot of throwaway characters which is interesting enough in the more later videos and movies and films. They've been taking a lot of throwaway characters and making them serious characters and finding good ways to represent what they were supposed to be back in the day in today's age, which is pretty cool. Which reminds me,
you are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Moves the strategies and the flair. Super Fast Tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
That's right. I knew he was going to make it to that time.
Yeah.
Ooh, structure.
At least we have structure for all this chaos.
There's actually a topic for today. This topic was brought to both of us, or not both of us. It was brought to us by both KJ and Mugenful. Oh wait, and this topic of the day goes with the question of the day, and we got the question of the day. That's why I saved it. Wink.
Oh.
Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day. Question of the day is brought to us by Mugenful himself, because he made a topic of the day, and I'm like, that makes a really good question of the day. So let's see what it was.
Hello, everybody. Today's question is: what is the first set you started with? And what would you recommend someone starting with now?
All right. So, what's the first set you started with in Magic the Gathering, and what set would you recommend today that you think people should look into?
Particularly me, the new guy in town. What would you recommend me?
Okay.
So,
go ahead.
Hey, Billy.
All right. Well, I started playing Magic. I was playing off and on, but when my first set that got me into Magic was actually back in 2016, and it was the Helidash set.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but what I would recommend now would actually be Blue Burl. Blue Burl it's not real strong, but there are some good tribal decks within the set. Learn how to play those, and then if you learn how to play those, you can branch off into different sets when they release or sets that's out there. I mean, that is if you're wanting to play standard. Now, if you want to play commander, it's a different. That's a different format and a different subject. I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
And that's my answer for the question of the day.
And for me, it was Strixhaven. I got I started with Strixhaven, and I've been playing on and off ever since. And I agree with Hillbilly on which set you should start with.
Yeah, Cane Shaker says a new player should simply suggest a current set released. So my set that I came into was Ravnica, City of Guilds. That was my first major set. I mean, technically, when I started playing, Mirrodin was legal and Kamigawa came out, but I didn't play much of Kamigawa. I got really into Magic when Ravnica, City of Guilds came out. It was a spicy, saucy, multicolored set full of awesomeness. If I could talk you into playing that set, I would. But as a new player, one thing I would suggest is actually looking forward to the Foundation set coming out. That new Foundation set is going to be a good starter set. But I'd always suggest, since Commander is the main thing, I'd look to a relevant, very easy to pilot Commander deck that you can purchase pre-sealed in a box and everything that they can open up, experience it, get the pack, get that little fresh pack mint. I'd try to introduce them. But another thing I would do, like if I was trying to introduce someone to the game locally and like in person, like if I was friends with someone in person trying to get in the game, I'd buy them a couple of Magic packs, right? And I'd be like, here, open these. Here's a deck. I'd buy them the deck. I'm like, let's pilot this. I'm not that rich, but this is a dream. I got plenty of decks I can share with, though. So I would do that, and depending on their reaction, because some people like the constructed format more than they do Commander, I'd have them watch videos. Excuse me, didn't mean to cough in the mic. But like another thing, I'd suggest them to big YouTubers like the Command Zone to watch games. Oddly enough, I wouldn't suggest watching the professor at Tulane Community College. You got so much junk over there nowadays. It's hard to keep up with them. It's hard to find out what's really good. But I'd find them to people who are good with answers. Look up YouTube things going on. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I don't know.
I came in on Crimson Vow, and I don't know if I ever would have found Magic really and got involved if it wasn't for Crimson Vow, because Crimson Vow is so much that theme and flavor that I just absolutely love, the vampires and the witches and stuff like that. And then from there, I kind of worked backwards in sets, and we've talked before how I ended up. I'm just an absolute Innistrad fan now.
Oh yeah, Innistrad.
All I'm gonna say is you might be interested in the next set that's coming out Duskmorn.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one to see if it's. I know it's based a little differently, but we'll see how it turns out.
It's modern day horror instead of what's the word for it? Gothic horror.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's
not only that,
but a different flavor of horror.
Not only that, but next year we're getting a remastered set of Innistrad.
I was just going to say, I'm really looking forward to the remastered.
Right, which is awesome because I was excited as hell when we got the remastered version of Ravnica. So, more power to you.
I remember a while back, they what was the set they released on Arena that was a remastered Innistrad set?
Right.
Just not too long ago. Was it Shadows Over or was it an Innistrad?
Oh,
but
man.
I thought it was a paper set coming.
No, it was just a double pack where they added from both Midnight Vow and Crimson Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow together.
Oh, that double feature?
Right. Double feature, yeah.
Well,
I think that's what you're thinking
double
of.
feature, yeah.
That's the thing.
Well,
I mean,
there's a lot they can do.
I loved double feature, but it seems like it was a set that was just really kicked around by the community as not being liked, and I loved the flavor. What I said about double feature was I think they missed an opportunity to put some cards that were only double feature available and not just go black and white on Vow and Midnight Hunt.
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Yeah, I remember watching Gavin Verhey's video on Double Feature, and I'm like, this is a missed opportunity because back then we didn't have remastered sets yet. I'm like, you guys should just sprinkle cards from all of Innistrad in there because because at the time Liliana the Veil was like a $80-$100 card. I'm like, there's so much reprint value in there and so much spice, and especially in that special cool dark border frame and everything. They could have done that. Yeah, and he's like, we didn't think of that.
I think the big knock on it was the fact that all they did was take. I think the big knock on it was all they did was take art from the 2 sets and make it black and white and gave it that grayscale, and there was no essential different chase to it.
Yep.
Right, they charged you more for it too. The gray wash made it look lousy. Some of the artwork it did. Some of the artwork pops. I won't lie. Mm-hmm. It's like when you take an idea. It's like when you take a picture idea that like a sepia color, and you apply it to one picture and it looks really good. Then you apply it to all your pictures, and not all of them are winners. That's how it is.
Well, and it's funny because some of those double feature cards in the foil versions still are holding some pretty good value.
Oh yeah, which pisses me off because there's a card I want. Well, there's a card I want from the set called Hollowed Hunting. I want to get the black version border, and right now it's like $7, like $7-8.
Yeah, that card wasn't that one enchantment deck card that spirits for every enchantment you play.
Hmm. Yeah,
that was part of my enchantment.
It was your enchantment deck.
Yeah. I was making sure that it was that one. That card was.
Yep, I need a copy. I want to get a copy for the cube, and I want to get that specific version because I'm trying to update the cube with like special cards eventually. But I'll get there. Right now, we're just recovering financially with the surgery and all that stuff. So we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm not starving, so don't worry, everybody.
Yeah.
But it was a cool set, and like a Meat Hook Massacre was worth bucks in that set too, in that frame.
Yep.
Even though Meat Hook Massacre was banned in one format, which I don't understand.
Too
powerful.
Standard.
I think it was last month I pulled Meat Hook Massacre, but I pulled the list card.
Nice. But look, I never hate pulling off a playable card. Okay. It might not be worth the money it used to be, but it's still playable, damn it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. But still. So, as we roll on, how would you introduce a new player into Magic? Hillbilly. How would you introduce a new player into Magic?
How would I introduce them? Now, if it's in person, I would take 2 decks. I'd play one, a weak deck. Give them probably a little bit stronger deck, and then play against them. But even the weaker deck still has a chance of winning. Then I would explain to them how the cards work and teach them about all the cards and everything, and just play a game for the and then after they play the game a couple of times, they'll start to see how the game works and learn like that. Sometimes it's easier to learn in zone than being told.
Oh yeah, playing the game explains the game. So, trying to get someone in Magic, I'd have to convince someone to want to play a game, and I give them a deck that's fairly balanced or a little more powerful than the deck I'm playing, just so they have a chance of winning. Because that winning feeling can be addictive and a little bit of a rush.
Exactly.
All right, have a great one, Madam Monk.
See you, Madam Monk.
I'm not sure what I would do, but I know what I wouldn't do, and I wouldn't tell them to go and learn it off of Arena.
Honestly, backwards, that's how I learned how to play.
Well, and that's how
with you.
That's how I learned too. But like
that are telling me to learn on Arena. A good half of your community are telling me to learn on Arena. I feel like now I do better when I've been watching Mugen's videos that he's been making, and he explains things to me, what the cards do, and I like that. Also, like folks like Grim Reaper is doing his deck tech videos, but he did a couple videos where he explains to you why he's putting cards in his deck. Now, this is how I learn: is why when you tell me why. Now, I can learn on Arena. I've been playing the sample games on Arena to learn, so I can have reason to talk to you guys. And the thing is the Arena doesn't tell me why I play these. It's just like, okay, you're going to be playing these cards. It doesn't make it fun for me if I don't know why I'm doing it.
Well, and it's not that you
at
can't.
least with Mugen, he's telling me why I'm doing it.
It's not that you can't learn to play on Arena. It just, for me, I've said it many times, Arena did me no favors in teaching me how to keep track of triggers and stuff, because it's automatic. It just happens. So that didn't help me that much.
One thing I'd say about Forge is when you do effects on Forge, it does, you can automatic, but you can also click OK, and on the top right screen it'll tell you why the cards are going off like it is. So that's also helpful.
The only thing I'd suggest Arena for is learning the different card types and spells, because it does walk you through that. But I could do that myself. Arena doesn't remind you of triggers like Backwoods is saying. It doesn't remind you of things. It just does it automatically. But I would like, as much as I don't care about Arena, I would not say do not play Arena, because Arena is good for building up the knowledge slowly, right? But you always have friends. Friends are the key there. Ask friends for about questions that you have questions on. Ask your friends about anything. That's the best part about learning about Magic, is having the friend group, and playing the game explains the game. It's like what's the difference between an instant and a sorcery? Why would you want to play something on someone else's turn when you can play it on your turn? What's the difference between strategies of learning how to play a kill spell that's instant over a sorcery? Like, for example, a mistake I made one time in one of my last games is I exiled a creature on my turn, and I should have done it on their turn, because they were planning on exerting their mana on this creature, but I gave them open mana on their turn for playing the instant on my turn, right? So they got to have a whole big turn because of it that blew up, because I played the instant at the wrong time. That's knowledge I gained from playing the game and explaining the game, right? And that's why playing the game with someone is actually a lot more fun than playing Arena.
It is.
Yeah, I probably haven't been in it long enough to really kind of know how to. I mean, I could teach somebody, but the one thing that I would probably try to do with somebody is I'd try to just make sure they're in a monocolored deck at first, just to learn turn phases and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, DJ, what's up?
What's up, DJ?
I messed with the drafting triggers and went to a real life draft. Yeah,
DJ.
Feel that. The gathering is the best way for new players to gain knowledge about the game, the card game. So, one thing the gathering is really important with, like, if you have like a friends group and in-person group, social. You know how being social is. You know how it feels to be the cool person in the group. When you feel included with the cool people, or you feel included with the people who are having fun together, there's just no other feeling like you can get online of being that cool person in a group of people. Like when you do the cool play, or when someone teaches you something that you didn't really think about before and they gave you the win the game, you're like, thanks, that's awesome. And you feel included, you feel a part of something, and you feel great. In-person play, if you got it, do it. Do it. In-person play.
I always think that when, because I'm a very social person, and as I've been hanging out with you guys on streams, and your community's been teaching me to play and teaching me the rules of the game and teaching me the lingo and teaching me about the cards, the ability to interact is always a much better way to learn for me. Particularly, I've been trying to watch a lot of the YouTube videos, particularly the YouTube videos that are out there that are being put out. And a lot of them, even though they're trying to do beginner videos, the people who are making the videos are making them with a more advanced gamer in mind. And they're using terms that newbies won't know. when they start out the game, and they're like, "Oh, well, here, you get your game and you start playing it." Now, I was talking to somebody, and sometimes with these starter decks, they don't even have the rules on how to play in the thing. You just have, just read the card. Just read the card.
Right.
Well, but I can't learn that way.
Right.
I
So to interject there and to add to what you're saying is ask the stupid questions. The questions may seem stupid, but if like someone like me is asked like, why does a creature tap to attack? If that's the question, there's an answer to it. Don't treat it like the person's stupid. The question may seem stupid to someone like me who's played forever, but the honest truth is you're coming from a starter line where I'm like in the middle of the race, and my goal as someone teaching you should be like, let me help you be in the race and not at the starting line. That's what we want you to do.
Little advice I can give you is the only stupid question is always the one that's never asked.
That's very true.
One of the biggest problems our play group had. One of the biggest problems my play group had is I was the deepest involved in it, and I was probably only 2 months in. And when we first started, we were tapping creatures to block.
Right.
And then I was like, I found out, I'm like, oh, you know what, guys? They don't tap.
Right. Because like you think tapping is just a sign of that you use the card. I get it. I've been there. I remember tapping lands, like literally tapping the lands, like tap, tap, tap. Is this how you're supposed to tap lands? Before I learned tapping turned sideways. And so, we all been in that place where we felt stupid. And so we just got to get over that little patch of stupid questions, because eventually you'll be better. And the questions aren't stupid. They just seem stupid to someone who's played forever. But really, they're honest questions coming from the heart of someone who's never done it before.
Yeah. Well, I agree. It's probably the most complicated game out there to actually learn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's let KJ ask a question now. He wants to ask a question.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to say we got a few people in chat that I recognize, and a couple of those people have been tapping on my glass jar, and it kind of hurts my ears.
Play group has new people that just have gone into playing MTG, and we are very patient with them because it gives us more people to play with in the game. Hell yeah.
Yep. Well, the way I learned how to play, I just jumped right in, head over heels.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 guys. They gave me a deck, and they said, "All right, you do this, do that," and it didn't take long for me to learn the game. And I mean, they beat me to death every game, but still had fun. Eventually learned how the card worked in the deck and everything, and jumped head over heels into the game and been playing since.
It'd be more impressive if you jumped heels over head, because every time I jump, it's just head.
All right. But seriously, we got someone who wants to jump in really quick and chime in on the subject for a second. So we're going to let them do that. We'll let them get in. But seriously, though, like introducing some of the magic, like it's like a job. Not getting someone to magic, but like you want to tell them how fun it is. You want to get them to be excited about it, but you want to be real with it. There is some patience to learn the game. Magic is easy to play, hard to master.
Yep.
So then Wizards of the Coast with their product line, they're like, let's get people addicted before they learn to play.
Exactly.
But we want to get people addicted to playing. And with that, we're going to introduce Captain Waffles.
Captain Waffles.
What's up?
Waffles.
Can you hear me?
Doing, Captain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I've been listening the whole time, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump in for a second.
Well,
I got a little
near the end.
Yeah, I got some break time right now. So, the biggest thing with like new players, like a lot of you have been saying, is I hate to use the term dumbed down, but you have to think back of like when you first started.
Right.
And especially for people like me who's been playing since like the early 2000s, like Onslaught and all that. When I first started playing, there was a lot less friendly people in the community. If you didn't know how to play, they would just beat you up and down. Wouldn't really care as long as you played somewhat correctly and they could still win. Nowadays, I feel like with as many players as we have, we definitely need to be a lot kinder to the players that want to get in, because some of these people have never touched this type of game before. And I think it is actually in the Guinness World Book of Records for most complicated game in existence, because of how many card interactions. I mean, I still mess up on rulings and stuff, and I was a judge for a while, because there are such complex interactions. So one of the things I've been working on, and I mentioned this to you, Tortoise, a while back, a little secret project. I'm actually coming out with like the Waffle Academy. And so I'm going to be making videos and stuff explaining for newer players and advanced players on how to play the game at certain levels, whether it be drafting, constructed, whatever. And so I'm kind of listening to this too, because KJ is a newer player. I can hear some of his feedback.
Brand new player. I've been learning because of you guys. You guys in the chat, Tortoise, DJ, Mugen, Hillbilly, everybody in Grim, over, all you guys have been teaching me how to play. And I've been, like I said, I downloaded Arena, and I can place cards. Okay. That's pretty much what Arena is telling me to do, is place cards. It's not telling me why. It's not telling me what. And I've been looking at videos, and with the exception of a handful of you guys who are making videos that tell me what to do and why I'm doing it. I'm being told by some of the more, what I'm calling the not as nice people, just read the card, and I can't learn that way,
No, absolutely. And so that's why what I'm hearing from you, it's going to help me be able to make the videos for the beginners to really break it down as simple as possible. For example, like flying. When I've been teaching my 10-year-old how to play, and she's gotten really good, and she beats people at the card shops. But when I taught her what flying was, I said, think of it as this creature is up in the air like this, and I physically held the card up, and I said, and this creature is down on the ground. This creature on the ground cannot block something way up in the air. That's how you think about blocking with flying. Now, if it has reach, it can reach that target up in the air. So like, that's where we have to really break it down to a simple version for some of these interactions, for these newer players to understand. Because I've played against people at pre-releases, and being a seasoned veteran that I am of Pro Tours and GPs, I play against some of these people. They're like, "Oh, this is my first pre-release," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, now I know what to expect." And then when they're playing, I actually tell them like, "Oh, no, this is what this means. This is how you do this," and that's why it's better to play off of Arena in person, because you can physically touch and physically demonstrate what some of these cards actually do. Whereas Arena is great and all. I use it more for science, like to test out certain triggers and layers and things. But realistically, Arena is really bad for new players.
Right. Are you okay? Go ahead.
No. I said thank you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Megafool.
Let's see. I would say with the triggers and stuff, Forge, even though it's a fan-made thing, seems to be more readable than Arena does. Because Arena just doesn't. Forge actually tells you in the box what it's going to do, why it's doing it.
Yeah, but the problem with Arena and triggers is it stacks it for you in a way that you may not want. Whereas in real paper Magic, you can stack your triggers in a way that you want, depending on how you want things to resolve. Whereas Arena will just go first in, first out. So if a certain card was already there and it has a triggered ability, and you play another card that has a triggered ability, the card that was there first will trigger first, and then it'll trigger the other one. It goes in an order. Whereas in paper Magic, you can be like I play Tom Bombadil for Commander, and sometimes my sagas, I want certain sagas to go off before other sagas. So I stack them in a way so that I don't end up hurting myself, because one saga kills all my creatures and then the other saga would make one of them indestructible. So I want to make one indestructible before I kill off all the creatures. So that's where Arena is bad on triggers, in my opinion.
Well, you can also set Arena up to where it doesn't auto-sign your triggers.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of players don't know that.
Yeah, especially a new player won't know that. But with that, my friends,
hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
all right. So we are actually in the shill section because I know Captain Waffles only got a little bit to be here. So we're going to let him go first with this cool graphic that he's got on my birthday.
Ooh, he has a face.
So that's the last full game for a while. And so far we have, out of 130 spots, we only have 90 left. So we've already sold 40. And someone is, if we sell out, someone is guaranteed to get a foil etched Shelter the Apocalypse. She will be going home with somebody this time if we sell out, which I'm hoping we do. I also have a raffle going on too. If for some reason this sells out and you still want to win some stuff, the raffle is $2 a ticket. I'm going to get actual raffle tickets and put them in a box, and my daughter's going to draw the names out one at a time. The main prize for that one is a borderless foil Emrakul, The World Anew.
Ooh.
And then there's other prizes too that will be put in there. There's like a retro frame endurance, couple borderless foil, War and Soul Traders. I don't remember if I'm giving the Draconic Rage deck in the full game or if I'm giving it in the raffle. But either one, you'll win a commander deck. And then there's just a bunch of shit that I'm giving away. But $7 per pool, shipping's included. If you're a Patreon member, you get exclusive benefits with the full game. The raffle doesn't have a date yet because I'm trying to see how many tickets we sell. But we're doing this August 24th. But once the pools are sold, they're sold. So jump on it when you can. And then I'm streaming more often now that I've fixed my internet. And I will be doing drafting in standard on Arena. And then I'm working on the Waffle Academy, which will be a paid membership thing, but it won't be super expensive.
That's exciting. I find that exciting.
That's exciting. It is awesome. His games are pretty cool.
The Academy is what's exciting for me.
Yeah, the Academy is pretty cool too. The whole idea of what he's planning on doing. Waffle Academy.
I as a newbie, I like seeing what people are putting out there that's for newbies.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. As a newbie, I want to see what people are putting out there for newbies.
Oh yeah. No doubt. That's awesome. This is hella awesome. And I can't wait for you to get that experience, and maybe one day you'll be the guy making those videos, as well.
As long as I inspire those who make the videos for the new people, that's what I want to be. Right. I want to be the inspiration for people to bring other newbies in. If I can learn the games, and which I'm doing, and I'm going to, other newbies can learn the game too. That's all I think. Yeah. So teach me, and you can teach somebody else.
Right. But anyways, it's your time to chill.
Oh, dude. I'm hanging out with everybody here all the time. You can find me on Twitch 2 days a week, and I just pretty much goof around. And whenever Superfast and them have me here, I'm going to be here. You can find me on Mr. DJ Longhair's channel, and I'm there regularly as well. Just hanging out. You guys want to have somebody to hang out with? You need a Saturday morning cartoon? Talk to me.
Now we're going to get to Hillbilly.
All right. 530 subs. All right. That's great. Glad the channel's growing like it is. Awesome. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate all my viewers and all my subs. And I will be doing 2:00 stream this afternoon for some more arena content and some brewing some new decks.
Nice. Oh, I forgot to do that. Yeah. And what? Any update on the giveaway going on?
Yeah, there's going to be an update coming next couple of days about a giveaway that I'm going to be doing to celebrate the 500 subs.
Woohoo!
More to come out on that pretty soon.
All right, check it out. Backwoods Collector.
I got some recorded pack crackings that I have on the list. I just don't know in what order they're going to drop and stuff, and I'm going to actually get them done and stuff. But got that coming up. Like I always say, maybe some impromptu arena brawl in the evening, maybe tonight, actually. And then, like normal, the Sunday night at 9 Central.
Woo!
Sounds awesome. Sounds amazing. Moving forward.
Yeah. Since KJ said I've been helpful, I'm gonna try to record another video of Forge now that I've gotten enough cards back on it.
Validation.
Help.
It works. Oh, nice.
I look forward to watching it.
Yeah, you rock. You're awesome. You are awesome.
Yeah, you are.
So tonight's gonna be an interesting night. Varying way going on. Keep an eye out for tonight. See what goes on. You never know. You know, possibly a hint. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for joining on the show, being awesome, being amazing, being cool, you guys are just fantastic. Every one of you in chat, every one of you on the show, you make the show what it is, all of you, and I can't say how much I appreciate with you because there's too many words because you guys make this all happen. So thank you guys for being amazing. And until next time, my friends, play wise.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
Got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best